Lorraine Winstanley, congratulations through here. You've had a little while to wait until your first match here at Lakeside, but whitewash win, no legs dropped, happy days.
Oh, absolutely. It's not a bad thing being a bit later on in the draw because it allows you to... So I watched the first couple of days at home, saw the coverage on YouTube, and then it gave me time to come down, soak up a bit of the atmosphere and be here. So I don't mind being a bit later. I'd rather than... when you win, the games be back to back rather than play Monday and then have to wait till Friday. It's a long wait, so I'd prefer it. There was a bit more quick fire, so it's good.
How does it feel to be back this year? You've had your moments in this venue, some great success, but it's not always been kind to you. Do you enjoy coming back here?
Oh, there's just no place like it. It was really funny because we were about half a mile away, and Dean said, "We're nearly here." And I went, "I know we're nearly here because my hands have gone all clammy." And it gives me goosebumps when I drive through the gates. It is the home of our darts, and there's just no place like it.
The women's game has changed a huge amount over the years, and you've been a part of that really for well over a decade at this venue now. Where is the game now as where it was 10 years ago?
You're making me sound so old. The women's game is in such a brilliant place at the moment, and I still think there's room for it to expand and become even bigger and better. But for now, we just have to try and play as much as we can and reap the benefits while it's there on offer. So, no, it's in a great place.
And the WDF have been a big supporter of that. Obviously, the format has been expanded over the last couple of years. The prize fund, 25 grand to the winner, definitely not to be sniffed at, is it?
No, not at all. And the thing with bringing the regional tables in as well, we're seeing players from all over the world, whereas before it was very much UK and Europe heavy. So now we're getting the players from Australia and New Zealand and out in Asia and America. So it really has become a World Championships.
Yeah, it certainly has. I want to speak to you about your other role in darts as well with Target Elite One. A lot of promising talents you have the opportunity to work with. What's it like seeing those youngsters come up and sort of join the ranks in the men's game as well?
Oh, I'm so lucky to have that role. And as much as you say, join the ranks in the men's games, we've got some cracking girl players as well. So I'm really excited for the future for them because obviously the women's game being where it is, and there's no denying, it has to be mentioned, Luke Littler has just smashed everybody in everything that he's done, so it's going to be a really exciting 12 months watching that unfold to see how he progresses, on the Pro Tour. But, I have 25 of the Elite One players that I look after, and I am so, so proud of every single one of them because they're all doing what they're doing in whatever they're doing, if that makes sense. Yeah. So, right through from the JDC and the England Grand Prix and the WDF Youth Tournaments, through to the Development Tour, and... we hopefully are looking to have a world champion at some stage through our ranks at senior level, that's come through our system, so hopefully that's the aim.
You mentioned Luke Littler there. What an 18 months it's been for him, whether it's the JDC winning the World Youth Championships. He's achieved pretty much everything there is to achieve in the youth game. He now steps on to the PDC Pro Tour. How's it going to be different for him, and what are the expectations like for him, do you think?
I think for him the expectations are really high. I think the thing that people don't understand is it's a massive transition going from the youth game and to be able to dabble in the seniors to only having the senior events to play in. I think it's going to be really interesting to watch the next 12 months unfold. He's got the game, he's got the talent, there is no denying that. It's how the other players react to him as well on the Pro Tour. I think initially, there's going to be that fear factor. Nobody wants to lose to the kid, But I think that will subside quite quickly, and people will want to raise the game against him. So I'm just going to sit back and eat the popcorn, really, and just watch it all unfold because what a learning curve for him, and for us running Team Elite as well. You know, to have a player like that has exploded onto the scene. It's going to be really interesting. But I'm just excited, and I just want to give all my elite ones just a massive big hug, because I'm so proud of whatever they do, whenever they do it.
We'll round this off by chatting about the woman on the poster behind you, Beau Greaves. Incredible 18 months for her as well, and comes into this World Championship a very heavy favourite. There's obviously a lot of women playing some excellent darts, but for her, two-time World Champion, that's what she's here for, isn't it?
Of course. Beau's different gravy, and she has been for a long time. You know, again, she has been one that hasn't struggled with that transition from being on the scene and bashing all those women up at 12 years old. You know, she's made that transition beautifully, and she just switches off and gets on with the game. Obviously, we all aspire to be a little bit like Beau. You know, she's raised the level where it comes to women's darts. It's not all Beau, you know, obviously here it is, but, you know, we have Fallon and Lisa, you know, for what they've done, you know, with Lisa winning the tour card and Fallon doing what she did at Ali Pali. We have an awful lot to thank them for too. And I think Beau just keeps the women's game at the forefront of people's minds, which obviously, if we're involved, then it's helping us all, you know, so... You know, Beau's brilliant. She always has been, and she probably always will be.
Thank you very much for your time, Lorraine.
Thank you.